Right.
Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope and Dope Report. I am your host, Chris Carlson. This is actually the place that I've been doing my videos lately because my computer's been all messed up. It's actually done. I just shut it down. So Aaron is co-producing today. Say hi to the camera.
Yeah.
This is a prediction show on Vitali Klitschko versus Cristobal Arreola. It's a fight that probably the last couple of weeks has been talked about. It was supposed to be David Hay. He pulled out to go face the Jolly Green Giant. So this is actually going to be a really good fight. Vitali Klitschko is definitely, as far as here in America, I'm not talking about Europe, I'm not talking about, you know, all over the world, but here we like, and I'm speaking for Americans, we like Vitali a lot better than Vladimir. Basically, I got to give respect to Vladimir too. Okay, I'm not saying he's a chump. He had, you know, some bad times there. I mean, he definitely was showing that he was, you know, his chin was suspect. I mean, all the way, I think the last time he had a rough time getting knocked down was against Sam Peter in 2005. But to his credit, he definitely got through that and won the fight. So I definitely think Cristobal, he definitely matches up better with Vladimir, okay? But we're not talking about Vladimir, we're talking about Vitali. So Vitali's got a great chin, and I think the reason why he really won our respect, he fought Chris Bird, so we know that, and also he fought Lennox Lewis really, really strong, okay? His eye, he had the Terminator eye, he had like 5 different cuts. You all saw the fight, that's the reason why he got stopped. But you know, even with that eye, he was coming at him. He was there to fight, you know, and that's what we like about Vitali. He still uses that long jab, but he comes to fight and he comes at his opponent, whereas Vladimir kind of plays it safe. And I understand why he does that, because he's been on the ground and knocked out so many, you know, been on the ground a lot and been knocked out a couple times, so I understand that. But Vitali is definitely more known here as well. A lot of people will always get them confused, like, they'll be like, you know, like mainstream or just kind of fight fans, like the type that just like the heavyweights. They'll tell me, you know, oh, is Vitali fighting? I'll be like, Vitali, you know, a couple years ago, I'll be like, Vitali, he actually is retired, man, because of injuries. That's Vladimir. So they're always, what they remember is that Lennox Lewis fight, you know, and that's what you got to respect about him. He showed a chin, he showed heart, and all that. So I got to admit, Arreola matches up better with his brother, okay? And I'm not saying that, you know, he beat his brother. I'm just saying, I don't know if he can hold up to not only, you know, Vitali's power, but just his heart and his strength. We're going to find out a lot about Arreola in this fight. Let's talk about Arreola. You know, he's been really coming on of late. Obviously, his weight problem is a huge problem. You know, and it's funny because he looks out of shape, and even when he's going to get in shape, supposedly, or when he was 230 or 235, let me get this change out of my pocket because you can just hear that. Even when he was that weight, he still had this going on. You know, he had the extras here, but it's not like he's out of shape. You know when you can tell a guy looks a little, you know, chubby, fat, but he's not breathing hard. You know what I mean? He's still in shape. His problem is he's never gone, I believe, past 6 rounds. So, whereas Vitali's built for a full fight no matter what. Now, the thing about Vitali is, though, he has slowed down a little bit. You know, obviously, he had some ring rust against Sam Peter, but he's slowed down. I mean, even against Gomez, I think the last guy he fought, he has slowed down. He's not that more athletic guy when he was younger, the guy that fought Lennox Lewis in 2003. He's still in great shape, don't get me wrong. He's got a great jab. And a lot of people call, you know, both the brothers the Frankensteins. They just come to you and, you know, and they're really like kind of basic fighters. But Vitali, like I said, is definitely a funner fighter to watch. He's got the highest KO percentage ever as a heavyweight. So somebody's getting knocked the you-know-what out in this fight. That's a guarantee, I believe. I think Arreola, all he really has to do to get even more excitement, there's no excitement right now, so to get some excitement in the heavyweight division, and there does seem like there's been some movements and there is some guys on the low that are coming up, And it looks like Vladimir might fight Povetkin in December possibly, so that would be a good fight. It looks like the wheels are turning at least. And he has to give a great fight, much like Vitali did to Lennox Lewis. I think that's the way you beat Vitali, though. You got to box him. Maybe not. You know, Arreola has the style to brawl, and he can change a fight, as you saw in the Walker fight. You know, he got knocked down. Of course, he had his hands kind of up, but not protecting him, and he just let Walker hit him. And he even said after that fight that he was just kind of seeing what he had. Well, I don't think he's going to just see what Vitali has in this fight, but I do think if you look at his last fight against McCline, a couple times he moved off that jab and came in, and he's got good, not counter punches, so to speak, but he can get inside and throw combinations, and he's got power in both hands, got a good left hand, and he's an exciting fighter, and that's what we missed. Both these guys really, for the heavyweight division, are exciting fighters. I just don't know if he's ready. I really wish he would have taken on, I'm talking about Arreola here, I really wish he would have taken on 1 or 2 more top 10 guys. I know he just got a personal trainer to get this stuff off. So I think another couple of fights, maybe get to 8 and 10 rounds possibly, would have helped him. So I think, I don't know, I'm not really sure. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be huge in LA because it's in the Staples Center. And even if he fights great and puts up a great fight and just gets knocked out in the 6th round or 8th round, but he at least showed that he could stand up to a Klitschko, I think that'll go a far way in his career and a far way for the heavyweight division, getting it more popular and just more competitive. Anyway, I do think, you know, when push comes to shove, Vitali's going to win this fight. I'm obviously, you know, I would love to see the first Mexican-American fighter in Arreola to win the heavyweight title. And obviously, I'd like to see it bring home. You know, I'd like to see Arreola bring the championships home. So, you know, I gotta, you know, so my heart says Cristobal, but my head says Vitali. And I think Vitali, I'm just hoping for a great fight, and I think it will be, and it'll definitely be a knockout. So anyway, this has been another edition of the Rope and Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson. Peace.